Welcome back, everybody. My name is Dragagon, and this is Gregtech New Horizons. So, what'd you all think about the loot bag opening from the last video? A couple of nice things, whole bunch of mostly useless stuff. The Steve's Cart stuff in particular being pretty useless to me. In any case, I have a bit of a treat for you today. I've been working hard on making several things, the first of which you'll see right here. Now, for those of you who are familiar, with what I'm about to build here, pretty nice. For those of you who are not familiar with what I'm about to build, this is the setup for the clean room. The first thing I need are 82 of these plascrete blocks. It takes quite a bit of time because you need these black steel frame boxes, which are black steel, which it's a convoluted mess of mixing different dusts together and then throwing it in the EBF in order to get the black steel. So kind of nice finally getting that up and running, working on those 82 plascrete blocks. I'll let that run, but in the meantime I will come over here and I have a couple more things. I have the reinforced door that goes along with the two pressure plates. And then over here I have the clean room controller. Along with the clean room controller, I also have everything that I need in order to make the 8 filter machine casings that go around the controller. So there's the clean room quest. Sorry, spazzing the mouse out today. And then over here I have the advanced precision laser engraver now that we've made the emitter and gotten past that quest. And then in addition to that, I have the 3 machine hulls, the 1 maintenance hatch, and right here is that MV energy hatch. Those things should go a little ways towards getting the quest done there. Again, sitting here waiting on this. This plascrete does take a little while to make, but I can go ahead and break off these guys since I have all the concrete in there now. Excellent. All right, I am going to put some of this stuff back where I normally keep it. Let's see here. The water goes up here. There we go. And then the liquid transfer, I think I've been using it here because I needed to make some lubricant. The lubricant, of course, being what I needed for that energy hatch. But this guy is going to take a little bit of time. So I'm going to run away, let this guy complete, work on a few other things myself, and I will bring you guys back when we're ready to set up the clean room. And it looks like my plascrete has finished. Picking that up, there is the quest complete for the clean room, and if we take a look at the multi-block goals, there it is there. Interesting. It's got cable diodes showing that you can use one-way diodes to limit power so that you don't break stuff trying to make things, but that also unlocks the vacuum freezer. Vacuum freezer being the wonderful thing that we need in order to start getting stuff like the Canthal coils. Looks like helium as well in the future. But to get the Canthal coils in order to upgrade my EBF, I'm going to need that vacuum freezer. But that is for a bit of another time. Instead, what I am going to do is I've decided to make the final size of my clean room an 11 by 11 high structure. Namely, what I'm going to do is I am going to put the start of it right here. So I'm hollowing out a 5 by 5 area here. There is that. It's nighttime. I really don't want to deal with mobs, so let's slap down another torch, and let's go ahead and dig out the rest of this. And the whole reason I'm putting it here is so that once it's full height and later on, I can use elevators to get in and out of this thing without worrying about wrecking the... crud, I'm saying a lot. Without wrecking the clean room percentages, and that's not good. Doggone it, twice. Man, I'm on a roll today with misclicking things. There we go. Let's see here. Pickaxe. Okay. No, not actually a pickaxe. Harvest level iron. That is weird. I'm at harvest level obsidian and it doesn't like that. Let's see. I am going to go grab a wrench real quick and we'll get those guys cleaned up and out of the way. All right. Got, okay. It really does want... That is interesting. My pickaxe is iron level, but it does not want to break that down. I may have to figure out some kind of pickaxe in order to take care of that thing. Okay. Well, let's go take a look. I'm going to make a pickaxe. I might have to make a few. I'm going to take a break, figure out how I can get that guy to you know, become cleaned up. I'll be back shortly. Alright, it turns out that any pickaxe will do. For whatever reason, even when I went and crafted specifically an iron level pickaxe, it still shows up as the pink and the red. Fortunately, when you break it, it does not destroy it. It actually gives you the block. So yeah, now that that's done, I can focus on getting my filters in place. There we go. Grab the clean room controller, stick it in place. Let's see here. I believe that needs to get wrenched up that way, maybe? No, it says it's fine. All right, so with that part done, the next part that I need to work on is, let's see here, getting this guy set up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Whoop. There we go. And that will get me the floor of my clean room. Right now, again, because it's only 5 high, it does extend down just to my power level down here, but that's good. That'll make it easy to get power over to it without wasting a lot of energy. And then the other thing that it does is I can also put the door and the pressure plates right there, making it nice and easy to get in and out if I need to. So let's go ahead and finish putting together the rest of these blocks. And the birds are deciding to be noisy again today. Isn't that nice of them? And again, here we go. So just so you can see, I'm using something that a pickaxe that's way overpowered. I don't have to worry too much about this. It will just bloop and gives you the block back. So that's helpful. All right. 1, 2, 3. Oh, and the whole reason why it you don't have enough blocks is because they expect you to use some of these other things. Let's see here. I'm actually going to take out, yeah, both of these guys. No, maybe not. Maybe just this one here is the one that I want out of the way. And I am going to put my maintenance hatch there. I can put my pressure plates there and there. And then I can put the reinforced door there like that. So it'll open and close. And then let's see here. I want that block there. We'll do 2 MV machine hulls there and there. We'll do another machine hull there. And then we will put the energy hatch. Come on, game. There we go. Put the energy hatch right there. Now, that should allow the structure to complete. I have the machine hulls facing in so that I can stick power onto them and the power will go into the room. The annoying thing will be the fact that, yeah, that, where the door doesn't want to quite operate. Fun times. But anyway, I have those things set up. Now I can bring over stuff like the wrench, and I'll have to bring over the hammer and several other things and get this guy cleaned up. And then I want to put a pair of elevators in, but the elevators are a little tricky now. I think I got a couple for free when I was playing, and that's how I was able to get in and out of my clean room. Not too bad. An aluminum frame box and an ender pearl plate along with some steel. But I'm going to need two of them, one to go inside and one to pop up on the outside instead of having to run down here where all my power is running around. So I'm going to take a little bit of time. Now that I finally have that done, I can start to think of how I want to handle some of that stuff. Do I still have stuff bouncing around in here? Sorry, earlier I had... No, it looks like it's good. Earlier, if you saw at the very end of the clip, there was a whole bunch of stuff bouncing back and forth in here. I just had to remove, not this junction pipe, but that junction pipe, and then stuff started to flow nicely again. So that was definitely not fun. Anyway, let's see. Did that open up anything in the HV quest line? It opens up the dragon egg, I guess. Interesting. I was expecting it to open up some other stuff. Maybe I have to do this central processing unit now by putting that in the clean room with a precision laser engraver using one of the white lenses and a wafer just to get that guy knocked out. And then it wants this. And this requires, only an MV cutting machine in the clean room. So I may have to move this guy over into the clean room. The other thing to consider doing is to make the HV cutting machine. But a lot of the stuff for the rest of these quests are going to want just the MV power, and I don't have an HV hull over there. So, yeah, definitely going to take a break away. We'll get some stuff reset up and reconfigured, maybe some battery buffers and some power cables run around, and then we'll get that clean room up and running. See you in just a bit. All right, I am back, and if you notice over here now, I have the pair of elevators. My clean room is only, it's almost done, 97%. If I drop down in here, you can see I've got one machine hull left, but then I've got the maintenance hatch and the energy hatch, and then over here I have my advanced cutting machine and my advanced precision laser engraver both hooked up. I used some batteries because I needed some of these ultra low power ICs in order to do what I have set up outside. Now, going outside, I'm going to drop my efficiency by 10%, but that's all right. There we go. Now that I'm out here, you can see the setup that I have. I ran some of my EV line over from that in front of that transformer over here into this transformer, and then ran just some 4X annealed copper cables around to these guys. So these two are the most efficient. This guy doesn't use a lot of power here, the MV energy hatch, once this thing is at 100%. And then this other machine hull sitting over there, which right now isn't doing anything. But the reason, now initially I was supposed to end up with them here, this block and this block, and with that wire sitting where the block is and using one less of those. In any case, I screwed that up, so now I have it looped around like this, but having an EV line that runs over here to an HV line, as I expand this guy, I can then also run some HV power around to an HV hull or two, and that will allow me to run something like my Advanced Precision Laser Engraver 2, the HV version, which I probably will need soon. So with that part done, I'm going to jump back through. I don't want to open and close the door again. I am going to knock out this CPU quest that it wants me to do. The CPU quest wants me to drop down in there in a clean room, use the precision laser engraver with a white lens in order to make the CPU, and that is one of the first components necessary for the the new chips you need in order to get up to the EV chips. So go ahead and pull that guy out, slap those guys in there, and let this guy go to town. My battery is in there just as a backup, but having hooked it into my central power, that shouldn't be an issue ever. Let's see here. Yeah, this guy's up at 100%, so that's good. When it's done, it will be... it'll actually have the part I'm looking for. That percentage of the clean room is what decides the percentage chance you will get the item when it requires a clean room. So unfortunately that is a thing. And you can see that when you come up to the recipe and it says needs clean room. If you're not in a clean room, that's essentially 0% and means it will fail every time. 100% means you will get it every time, so you don't have to worry too much about it. Yeah, good. Diamond lens. Excellent. So we'll just let this thing go. And one thing to remember is that once you get this, hang on to it for a second and let the quest complete, because otherwise you'll have to make another one. Not fun, but it is what it is. So there we go. Now we can toss it in here, allow the MV cutting machine to go ahead and cut this guy up, and then we'll have that quest complete. Working on this guy right here. Central processing unit. Needs a clean room again. That's why I moved these guys over into here. It takes 45 seconds though. That's not a huge amount of time, but it certainly is longer than a lot of things. Some of the worst being cutting blocks into plates, like, oh, I don't know, the diamond block into diamond plates in order to make this diamond lens. That one takes a while. All right, here it comes. And there we are. There is 8 CPU central processing unit. And that will then get us towards the advanced circuit assembling machine, which I will need to make. So I'll step away. I'm going to have to make another emitter, several MV things, and then you need a couple of the HV chips in order to put this guy together. And he will go right here on this machine case, simply because the quest will continue on to making the next level up of chips, primarily the chips that use this, which is, yeah, this integrated processor. Let's see, does it also have the other? No, it looks like it's just those that are listed in here. So I guess that's all this guy is good for, is for making, oh, also for making data sticks. Okay. So yeah, looking at making this, the integrated processor at MV tier, you need that guy in order to make some other things. But as you can see, this guy needs a clean room. So yeah, you're going to be making that thing, sticking it right there, and then using the clean room here in order to make those chips. So anyway, I'm going to step away. I'm going to get that advanced circuit assembler ready to go, and we'll see you in a bit. There we are. That certainly didn't take too long. And there we have the advanced circuit assembling machine. While that thing dings complete, I'm going to get rid of the thunder and yeah, take care of that. That'll work. Grab me some food. There we go. I end up using the cans in sets of 3, so kind of nice. Let's see here. Some sphalerite. Excellent. Almost the whole stack. Very nice. That'll work right there. I'm doing sphalerite in order to get the zinc. Gallium dust is a very handy byproduct of that. But the reason I'm going through all this effort to get the sphalerite is I'm using the sphalerite to get zinc, the zinc being what I need in order to make more air filters so that I can expand this guy out. Being 3 high isn't too bad, but being 3 inside is rather cramped and small, as you might have noticed. So I am going to slowly be putting together the parts I need, specifically the steel, in order to, well, really the black steel, in order to expand that guy out from his current size and into the next step will be to make it a 7x7. Still only 3 high, but at least giving me quite a bit more space on the inside. And then I'll slowly start making some more plascrete in order to get that guy up to expand it by another 2 high, so drop it down another 2 levels and get it ready for making the rest of the make it the dumb thing bigger, so it's a little bit more spacious inside instead of me getting stuck in the walls and whatnot as I'm using the elevator in order to get up and down. Sorry, thinking too hard. Yeah, it's definitely going to be a long day. Anyway, got the advanced circuit assembling machine. I'll probably get a loot bag from that one. But that will get us to, yeah, there's the HV cutting machine for cutting glowstone doped wafers, which will be what this guy uses. And then it's also having me try and make a system on a chip with a topaz or amber lens. Amber's not too hard. I have the stuff up there, I believe. Nope. Okay, so it's just this amber. So let's go with, I'll probably need a full 9 of those. And I can smelt it down and get working on that amber lens real quick. Right? 9 of these guys. Pulverize it for a 10% chance. Forge I can forge hammer it for 2. Okay. Then I will do it that way. Let's see here. We'll grab slightly less than half of those. Put the rest of those away. And then we'll grab this one left there. And that'll give me the 8 plus the 9. And then we can compress that into a block and then cut it with the cutter. There we go. So I'll let that thing run in the background in order to work towards that system on a chip. Really not that difficult, but it's good to just get that quest done and out of the way. Instead, focusing on this advanced cutting machine. Now the reason the other stuff didn't take me too long is because I've used almost all the motors out of this guy now. I'm down to 1 motor left. So works out well, just piecing things together. But next, advanced cutting machine. I'm going to need another diamond saw blade, 3 motors, a couple of gold cables, a piece of glass. Okay, so that shouldn't take me too long. Let's see here. Let's start with 1, 2, 3 motors. And I'm going to need a case. And then I'm going to need, let's see here, let's go with this because I put some in here. I'm going to need 4 each, so I'm going to need 12 gold. I'm going to need 12 silver. And then in addition to that, I'm going to need another 6 of those. And the reason for that is it makes itself nice. It's 4 gold and 4 silver to get all of the electrum you need, and then the other 6 silver is for the pair of cables on those guys. So there's that. There's those. Get this guy going here like that. And then I'm going to need that plus 1 of those so that I can make the steel rods. There we are. those going. Not much stainless steel left in my setup. I'm gonna have to smelt down some more soon. Alright, 10 of those. There's all 6 of those. Perfect amount of rubber there. Although I will need to go get more because I'm making one of those into a conveyor belt. So that's going to require another 6 for that. And then each of those guys is going to require 1 each and 2 for the box. And is there 2 more that it needs? There is. Okay. So let's go with 2 more. There we go. And then I'm going to need 3 gold to convert into wires. Half of those guys in there. Those, 2 of those. Alright, almost done with this guy. Not too bad, as long as you have the materials on hand for it. Pop that in there. That in there. There we go. HV case is done. And then we just got to wait for this. This takes probably the longest, waiting for the quadruple electrum wires to be done, being milled out by the wire mill. Next thing might be to get an upgrade for that guy going. Who knows? I might wait a little while longer on that. 3 of those, those, and those. Give me all 3 of that. Put those away. 1 gold cable there. 6 there. That. Gold. That guy. What else was there? Oh, the cutting head and a piece of glass. Okay. So, 2 of these. One piece of glass. And then this diamond saw blade, which requires a cobalt brass gear plus 4 small piles of diamond dust. And then I think I've got some cobalt brass. So let's see here. We will take 9 of that. There we go. Those there, grab those. And then the nice thing is that one of the other things I got from the loot bags was, I think, that's Damascus. I think I got some cobalt in here. At least I thought I received a little bit of it. Does not actually look like I did. Alright, I may need to make up some cobalt brass then. That's not too difficult anymore. Let's see here. Yeah. Alloy smelter. No, not in the alloy smelter anymore. Let's see. Maybe it was regular smelting I'm thinking of and you need the dust. Yeah, that's what it was. So 7 brass, aluminum, and cobalt, and it'll do it. Unless, well, there's 3. That's not enough. All right, let's check in here real quick when I look for cobalt. Ah, there we are. That should do it. 5 of those guys, I believe, is what it takes. Oh, only 4. Excellent. There we are. So there's my piece of glass. There's, whoops. There's my gear. And I just wrap the gear in diamond. And there it is. Cutting machine HV complete. Polyethylene I don't need to worry about. Stainless steel. I might go for the stainless steel on that guy. And that's pretty much it as far as that one is concerned. The next thing is to do the glowstone doped monocrystalline silicon. And unfortunately, as you can see right here, it needs Canthal coils. In order to do Canthal coils, I need to do the vacuum freezer. So why am I not seeing multi-block goals maybe? Vacuum freezer. It doesn't have me make the EV chips. I would have swore the EV chip line unlocked when that unlocked. So I'm going to have to step away, figure out how to do that. I'm going to also look at the time on the videos here. I may need to go ahead and call this video good, but the next thing to look at making is definitely that the EV circuits there. So I will go ahead and do that. I will check back in shortly. Alright, I just had a look at the time and I'm running at about a half an hour for this video, so I'm going to go ahead and call it here. At the moment I am looking at making the implosion compressor and then also looking at the parts necessary that I'm going to have to go over into the clean room to make. In order to make the workstation, I need the MV circuit assembler that I just created. Several parts including 2 HV processor assemblies for each one of those. The processor assemblies take 2 of those integrated processors as well as some other materials that we've already made, and then this fine red alloy wire. The most the most annoying part to have to deal with is this plastic circuit board. The integrated processor, again, another plastic circuit board, some capacitors, transistors, resistors, fine red alloy, and then those CPUs that I created. So it's a doubling each time. I need 2 of these to make one of these, 2 of these to make one of these. So I'm going to need, what is that? That's 4. I'm going to need 4 MV chips for every EV chip that I'm going to make. So I've got a little bit of deciding to do, whether or not I want to try and make a stack of these. I will use them eventually if I do, so I am considering strongly just making a stack of them. So anyway, I'm going to cut this video off here, make some decisions, and then I will see you guys in the next video. Till then.